Okay, so 7.1 is a very short section. There's not really any math we're doing. We're just getting introduced to conic sections. So one thing that we look at here, and you see this again in calculus, is cones. And when we look at a cone, we might be used to seeing like an ice cream cone that looks like this. Okay. It has a circle as its top and then a triangle base, and we're looking in 3 dimensions here. But when we talk about conic sections here, we're actually going to talk about the full cone. What that means is that there is a bottom cone as well. So it kind of looks more like an hourglass than an ice cream cone. So here is what we call the cone. And now what we're going to do in this chapter is we're going to slice the cone in different ways. Okay, so we're going to take our cone, and one way that we can do this is we could slice it straight across. Okay, so horizontally straight across. And if we do that, what's going to be left on the top? Think about an ice cream cone. If you were to take a knife and be able to slice right through it at any level, just like at the top, what would be left is a circle. So by slicing right through, we're going to be left with a circle. So if you ever wondered kind of like, where did a circle come from? A circle actually comes from the cone. It's a slice, a horizontal slice through the cone. Now, if we were to take that horizontal slice and we just turn it a little bit so it's diagonal, okay? So let's say that we were to do, instead we were gonna go like this. When we cut through at a diagonal, again, take your ice cream cone and cut through at a diagonal, it's still gonna have that circular shape, but this time it's going to be more oval in shape. So this one creates an oval, or what we call an ellipse. So an ellipse is just a fancy name for oval. Okay, so we're going to create an oval. Or we have some different things that we could do here. Okay, so let me draw it again. And your book does a pretty good job of drawing these pictures, better than I do. So definitely take advantage of the book, okay? Now, if we were to take that oval cut and we take that diagonal, sorry, not the oval, the diagonal cut that makes the oval, and we tip it even further so that we were to cut through like this, okay? So now we're gonna cut through our ice cream cone so that the line, the slice is going through the cone, but then out the top. So it's gonna be cut like this around here. It's very hard to see this one, and the book does a much better job than what I'm showing here. But this creates a parabola. Okay, so as you cut this, there's gonna be a parabola left there. So, and a parabola, if you think about that, it has that kind of circular shape. So all of these guys, the circle, the ellipse, the parabola, they're all related to each other because they all come from conic sections. Okay, they're slices of a cone. Now, if we go even farther, okay, and we take our diagonal line and we go even further with it, now what we have, here, let me draw this one more time. There we go. So we take our vertical line, our horizontal, it was horizontal, we made a diagonal, and now we're gonna go right through like this. This one is going to create what we call a hyperbola. And what this one's gonna look like is it's gonna have a parabola here, but it's also gonna have a parabola down here. So this one is just a single parabola, okay, a parabola like that. But if we take that line and we turn it even more vertical so that the line cuts through here, but also comes down and cuts through there, then we end up with the hyperbola. And this is a graph that you really don't get any other way. So the hyperbola is a special graph, and it definitely comes from the conic sections. So these 4 guys are the conic sections, and we are going to study them in chapter 7. So we'll start with the circle, which is our easiest one, and then we'll work our way all the way up to the hyperbola. But that's our intro. So there is 7.1, done.